So it's been some time since I've done my last video, so I thought I would do another one to catch up and explain where I've been. It's been a while. What's been going on? Right, so hi everyone. I'm back. I'm back. You haven't seen me for a while. But I just wanted to make a quick video just to explain where I've been and what's been going on. And I hope you're all well and staying safe with everything that's happening in the world at the moment. So before I get into that and explain where I've been, what's been going on and why I haven't been making any videos, I wanted to catch up on a few questions that some viewers have asked me. So, I've got a question here about living in Thailand. Cost of a residential visa. Well, there is no visa here called a residential visa that I know of. Most people are here because they're either married to a Thai, or they're retired, or they're working. So you've got a work visa, tourist visa, retirement visa, married visa, and there are a few others that, like, people come here to, like, a study visa. That's approximately what they are anyway. There's a different name for each one, but I'm saying it in layman's terms, so you know what I mean. So the cost, they'll vary. The cost will vary. Depends on when you get, and it depends. You have to meet the criteria as to whether you've been given one or not. I mean, the most common one, I suppose, is a tourist visa, which depends on what country you're coming from. Where I come from, you're allowed to stay for 2 months on a tourist visa, and you have to comply with that too, and there's different prices. So it really depends what visa. It depends what your plans are to be here, what your purpose of your stay is for, and it depends on how old you are too. You've got to be over 50 to get a retirement visa. But if anybody wants to know any more details about specific visas and requirements, then message down below, and I'm more than happy to get back to you on that one. Not that I'm a visa expert, but I've been here for a long time, so I can tell you how it works for me, and I've been on different visas, so I can tell you how it was for me. But I'm not a solicitor or any expert. You get that? Okay, so next question. Where am I from in the UK? Why did I settle in the sticks, meaning Thailand? So where am I from in the UK? I'm from South East Essex. I'm an Essex boy. Yes, I am. My family came from London, but after the war, the east end of London was bombed, so we moved out to what was then called Basildon Newtown, about 50 odd years ago. So that's where I was born and bred, and worked for most of my life. So there you go. The next question is, why did I settle in the sticks? Well, you can see here lots of trees around me, and my house is detached, and there's not many properties around near me. I'll have to do a video one day showing you around here, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 neighbours just sort of dotted around, and they're about, each one's probably that direction 100 yards, that direction 100 yards, that direction 100 yards, there and that direction spread around me. But it's a completely detached property, and yeah, there's lots of open fields and land around here. One of the families have got lots of cows that walk around here grazing. You see them quite often. Sometimes they come up to the gate and the dog starts barking. Never seen big cows before, but actually I'm 8 kilometres drive from the centre of the biggest city the second biggest city in Thailand. Nakhon Ratchasima, otherwise known as Korat, which was its old name, but most people still call it that because it's easier to say and to remember. And yeah, 20 minutes drive, which is about 8 kilometres because there's a bit of traffic and traffic lights and whatever, from the city centre. So I'm not far from the city centre, but it just so happens that my house is just in a quiet little corner here, and there's lots of them around like this, and it is quiet. It's nice. I lived in places before where, excuse me, I've been, one of my hobbies I'll tell you about later. I've been doing a bit of painting. I've just noticed a little bit of paint on my fingers. Varnish, actually. I've just got it off now. But it's nice and quiet here. I've lived in some places where you live not far from a temple. Near a temple, for many people, it can be quite difficult because they're up at the crack of dawn, banging their drums, and all sorts of noise going on, and it's just really difficult. I know quite a few people that have lived near temples, and I have done for short periods of time myself, and you know, I didn't like it that much, and people, other people that I know, they've really struggled with it too. The other thing, I wouldn't live near. There is a main road, a big road, probably about 200 yards that way from me, but I'm far enough away from it to not hear the traffic going up and down, and the trucks with the big exhaust pipes like this, and the kids on their motorcycles at night after school racing around. You can just about hear them because it's so quiet here. You can hear some sound coming from quite a long way away, but it's distant. You know, it's not that loud. And so that's a key point there. Stay somewhere where it's not too loud. Obviously, not many neighbours around here. Not many cars. Not many scooters. But I do miss people sometimes. I do miss people. Where I lived before, this has got lots of other benefits from it. It's quieter. But I do kind of miss seeing the neighbours. I'll be a people watcher. And back at the last place, I used to sit in the garden, as I am there, having a beer. And it's just nice to see the people come and go and taking their shopping out of the car and going into the houses, and their children out there playing, and you know, it's nice. It's nice to see that. So I have missed that side of it a bit. But other than that, no, I'm quite happy here. So am I in the sticks? Well, in the immediate area here, going like probably a 3 or 4, apart from the motorway there, I would say a 300 or 400 yard radius around me. Yeah, it's pretty quiet, but you go past that and there's shops and there's markets and there's more roads and there's more houses and it's a lot busier. So am I in the sticks? The immediate area is, but generally speaking, no, I'm not. Okay, now, where do I live in Thailand? I've done that one. Nakhon Ratchasima, correct. Next question is, oh, somebody said to me, because I said to them before that I was teaching here, do you need a degree to be a teacher? Well, you have to have a degree to get your teacher's waiver license. So, cut a long story short, yes you do. But, okay, I've just noted there, to be a teacher, yes you do, but you don't necessarily have to have a degree if you're working in a different type of industry. So I think that's it. I think I've answered those questions. Cost of a residential visa, I've covered that. Different types of visas, what one do you really want to know about? Why did I settle in the sticks? Well, I'm not really in the sticks, but only really locally. Where do I live in Thailand? Covered that, correct. Where do I come from in the UK? Covered that. Essex, southeast London, southeast of the country. Do you need a degree? You do if you're working in the education industry, but if you're not working in the education industry, then no, you don't. And that's it. So I'm going to now move on to what I wanted to say originally in this video. Here we go. Right, so why haven't I made a video for a few months now, I think it is? Well, there's a few different reasons, really. One of the reasons is, if you have yourself a YouTube channel, you will know that you get access to the statistics of your channel, how many views you've had, and it shows you whether they're male, whether they're female, what countries are watching you, and this kind of thing. Lots and lots and lots of statistics come there. How many views and everything. And, well, I've got reason to believe, because I also follow people on YouTube. There's some great people on there. I follow many people there, and people that have been doing this a lot longer than I have, and they've got far more viewers than I have and subscribers. And I've seen that they've had the same problem with YouTube, where YouTube restricts your visibility. And I know now that my visibility on YouTube is restricted by them by about somewhere between 95 and 97-98%. I'm restricted from people viewing it. So if you're seeing me, you're lucky. You're really lucky to be able to see me. That's if you like the video. Even if you don't like my video, you're still lucky to be able to see this, because between 95-97% of the world cannot see any of my videos. It shows me on the statistics that obviously I'm living in Thailand, and it shows on the statistics that I think it's about 85% of my viewers are Filipinos. Well, all that shows is that I've been given visibility in the Philippines, which is a country that don't speak English. I know as a second language they do have some English there, but not quite as much as America, Australia, the UK, or the other English-speaking countries, Australia, New Zealand. They speak English pretty well too, and I've got no visibility there at all. So it would be interesting to know where you are that you've seen this video or any of my videos. Are you in the US? Are you in the UK? You've seen this video? Put a message down below, because that'll be interesting to see. And even if you are in one of those countries, I'm still pretty certain that you've been lucky to see my video, because I'm pretty certain I'm getting my visibility around the world, generally speaking. I don't know how they work YouTube, but I'm certain that they're restricting my visibility. So that's the first reason. So that's a bit downhearted, right? You know, that's a hard pill to swallow. And apart from that, there's been obviously this COVID thing that's going on, and I've been having to support my family a bit more because of this. It's been a bit of a hard time for us all, and over here, and my parents back in the UK, I've had more contact with them. We've had things going on over there, and I've been having to take care of them a little bit more, and it's difficult doing it remotely. So that's been a concern of mine, and but it's one of the reasons why I've had to lay off my videos for a while. But I'm hoping to get back into it now, and so I just wanted to explain about what's been going on. Now I'm going to draw this to an end now, and my next video I'm going to make is going to be about one of my next ones is going to be about my hobbies and interests. Since I kind of semi-retired 3 years ago, I found it a bit difficult the first 18 months, not knowing what to do. But since then, I've been busy. So if anybody's thinking about coming over here and you're going to have some bit more time on your hands, then check out my next video, because you're going to be pretty amazed at what I've been doing and what I'm up to and what I'm doing. It's really exciting, and I'm really enjoying it now. But it's the sort of thing that you have to think about if you're coming over here. What are you going to do with your time if you've got more time on your hands? But anyway, I'm rabbiting on a lot now, and the sun's burning my face, so it's time to go in. But take care now. Give me a big thumbs up and a like, and don't forget, any questions you've got about visas or anything else, please send a message down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Cheers now. Take care. Bye.